I'm DJ Eclipse, and this is the Pioneer DJM-S7 2-channel battle mixer.
Let's get dirty. Let's get dirty. Wave your hands. Let's get dirty. Going, keep it going. Let's get dirty. Wave your hands. Keep it going. Wave your hands. Keep it going. Let's get dirty. Let's get dirty. Wave your hands. Let's get dirty. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's get dirty. Wave your hands. Keep it going. Wave your hands. Keep it.
The S7 is the newer version of the S9, and also the smaller brother of the S11, in which you get some of the same effects, but at a more affordable price point. The S7 brings some improvements from the S9, such as 8 large performance pads on each channel with independent pad modes. You have your Magvel faders, and you have large effect levers across the effects. The S7 also brings another feature, a Bluetooth input. One thing to add about the Bluetooth input is you can add it to the master fader, or you can assign it to a channel. However, when you assign it to a channel, you will also get playback from whatever is on that channel. So if you have a turntable playing, you will have the turntable and you'll have the Bluetooth at the same time. A word to the wise about the Bluetooth input. I don't think you really want to suggest this to people at your event that you have a Bluetooth input, because then they're going to whip out their phone and ask you to play a song. Don't do it. Also included with the S7 is Serato DJ Pro, Serato DVS, Pitch and Time DJ, as well as Record Box. With the S7, you get the internal effects that are standard with Pioneer mixers. But then you also get to go into a whole nother level, in which now you can access the internal effects with the hardware, as well as the effects within Serato. One of the additional features of the S7 is the Midi function. So now, aside from the hardware effects, the Serato effects, you can now get into the Midi looping effects, in which now you can upload samples and trigger them with your Midi loops, or you can sync it to other areas within Serato. With the S7, you get your hot cues, your roll functions, your save loops, and your samplers. Now, when you hit the shift button, you get into a whole nother feature set. You got your pitch play, your slicer loops, your save flips, and your scratch banks. What's cool about the scratch bank is now you have up to 32 banks where you can preload scratch samples, beats, break beats, mashups, whatever you like to add to your set to take your eyes off your screen and focus more on what you're doing. Another cool feature about the S7 is now you can do it in layers. So you can have hot cues on the top and you can have your scratch banks on the bottom. Or you can have your hot cues on the top and your roll functions on the bottom. So what you get is a feature set on the top layer and another feature set on the bottom layer. The Magvel fader is a really favorite amongst DJs because it's a long-lasting fader, it's totally customizable, and it is durable. I mean, you can really beat this thing up if you wanted to. I wouldn't do it, but it's possible. On the front end of the S7, you have your talk over button functions, your crossfader adjustment, your reverse, your Bluetooth level, your volume fader curve and slope adjustments, as well as reversible channels. DJs that are familiar with the feature set of ins and outs will be familiar with the S7, including the USB outputs to having more than one DJ hookup at the same time, as well as the USB function to plug in any external devices or control software such as Phase or any others. One of the feature sets that DJs will enjoy with the S7 is its effects section, and that way you can either lock it, or you can temporarily enable it or disable it, or you can even trigger it how you choose. Even though the S7 is at a lower price point than its bigger brother, the S11, you still access all the 22 hardware-based effects within it, as well as getting all of the feature sets of the Serato Pro. The S7 is a multi-purpose mixer. It can go for your turntablists, it can go for CDJs, or it's just for the DJ who really only needs 2 ins and outs and doesn't need a whole plethora of inputs and outputs run through your set. One cool feature about the S7 is that if you are a turntablist using the PLX 1000s, it is notched perfectly, so that way you have zero gap if you set these battle style with your mixer. The best way to get into the S7 is to just really play with it. It's a nice layout, it feels good, it looks good, and let's just get into it.
One for the treble, 2 for the bass. Come on, everybody, let's rock this place.
Again, I'm DJ Eclipse, and this has been a quick look at the Pioneer DJM-S7 2-channel battle mixer. If you want any more information about this product, contact your Sweetwater sales engineer or go to the Sweetwater website at sweetwater.com. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos just like this one, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.